Hi everyone, Aragota here again for another round of Geotastic pinpointing in California. Let's go for it. So this feels like a nice calm morning in SoCal in LA. Um, let's see where it is. Missouri Avenue in Whitesville. Um, and now the marine layer's gone. So that's something that happens a lot, at least in Southern California. If you're close to the beach, the marine layer will roll in the mornings and you'll have like an overcast morning that will then bleed out into that'll like bleed out into a cloudless day. So this is typical, I'd say year round, which is which is interesting. But yeah, I mean we're on this Missouri Avenue, so we'll just keep seeing if we can pop down towards the beach. Um, this is not familiar to me. These road names, Nevada, uh, which is making me feel like this might be San Diego, somewhere in Metro San Diego. So we'll see if that's true. I'm pretty set on Southern California though. The question is, will I be surprised? It's kind of nice because you see this in some of the coastal towns, the cozier ones. That I mean, it looks a lot like Long Beach to me. But once again, the street names are not familiar. Uh, you have like these like multicolored houses of different designs and these two-story apartments that are built on top of garages. Um, and lots of cozy streets that are just like this. So let's see if, whoa, okay, let's go back. So that, I could have sworn that building was something else. Let me see if that's true. Yeah, so I don't know which one is newer. 760. The fact that I don't know offhand what 760 is tells me that this might just be San Diego again. South Coast Highway. Okay, we're in San Diego area for sure. Um, because the South Coast Highway is so there's a long road called PCH. Whoa, look, what is this? That's pretty cool. There's this long road called PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, that ends in in South Orange County, and its equivalent that picks up to the south of Camp Pendleton, which is a large military base that separates Metro LA from Metro San Diego. The street that picks up on the south end is the South Coast Highway. So I'm thinking that this might be Oceanside, which is the northernmost of those cities. Oceanside has these sort of palm tree lined tight roads. Um, and we have two ways of figuring that out. The first might be to just keep going to the beach if it will let me, or we end up, you know what? No, let's stay on the South Coast Highway and see if we can find a business with a name that tells us where we are. Um, it is kind of nuts. I know like it's possible for people to commute into LA while living down here, and I just think that's so crazy. The traffic must be so bad. So Michigan Avenue. Hmm. Okay. So we were originally on Missouri Avenue. Um, I'm just gonna go to Oceanside right now, and I'm gonna see if they have a bunch of parallel streets to the South Coast Highway that are named for states. There's Oceanside right there. Yes, they do. So this is Oceanside. All right. Um, let's go back. So where are we again? We are at the street corner of Whitesville and Missouri. Missouri. Here's Whitesville. Whitesville, Missouri. Okay. Back to start again. So from that intersection, we are to the northwest. So I'm going to assume if we go in this direction, I'm going to assume that over here we are going to hit center. Okay. All right, so we're like here-ish. I'm going to go back one more time. Okay. So I think we're right here. Yep. Excuse me again. Well, that's cool. I've never actually been back in the neighborhoods in Oceanside, so it's kind of cool to see it. Okay, so this looks like the Central Valley in the summer. We have a call box over here. This will tell us what county we're probably in. We are in, no, this is this is San Luis Obispo County. We're in SLO? That's kind of nuts. Okay, well, huh. Let's try to constrain that further. Okay, well, at least, you know, this is not so hard. So we were actually previously on Route 166 in the Cuyama area in a previous GeoGuessr round. It's kind of cool that like things start to slowly repeat like this. You know, it's weird because there's so many roads in a state like California that it's easy to imagine that they're infinite in their count, but they're not. There is, yep, here's Route 33, the Ojai Freeway when you get close to Ventura. Follow this up to 166 and we're right here. This intersection. Back to start. So we are actually on 166. Oh, sorry, we're on 33. Just a little bit back from the intersection. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, we had it so close. Oh well, so much for a perfect score. Oh, I don't think we had a chance if we're going to get a place that's too unfamiliar. Well, there's a freeway sign here, so we might be okay. What are the control cities? The control cities here are Eureka, Arcata, Crescent City. Okay, so this is the north coast. Crescent City is the capital, is the county seat of the northernmost county, Del Norte County up here. So basically it looks like this is probably 101 south. Oh no, this road is going west. Campo Creek Apartments. Okay, if that road is going west, yeah, there's a roundabout here. So interesting to see a roundabout in California. I feel like there's a big old one called the traffic circle in the city of Long Beach that was like really the only one of its kind. It was, if I recall the history properly, it was sort of like a test case to see if a high-speed roundabout was like possible, and it caused so many accidents and issues that it was just never built anywhere else. And Long Beach is, I think, the only I saw this one map of like dialects because people have a bunch of different names for those things, roundabouts. Uh, you know, the only two I can think of are roundabout and traffic circle. But basically, yeah, it might be this road here. 299, maybe. Yeah, I need to keep moving around. So yeah, but like, you know, Long Beach is like the only city in like the Western United States where it's really common for people to call them traffic circles because you have that big old one that is a big pain in the butt, and no one knows how to use it. So let's see here, 455 Union Street. So we are in a town because you have a bunch of apartments. It's probably a smaller town, but I would like a stronger indicator of where exactly we are. Like it surprises me that I didn't see like some kind of directional sign at the roundabout itself. Yeah, it's just like here. It's just here. you know, whatever. So this is a southbound road that meets, is there a roundabout like here to the east of the Arcata area? No. Arcata and Eureka. So like maybe it's up here. Maybe it is on the 101. And maybe there's a roundabout on the 101 somewhere. I mean, we just don't have enough information. So maybe what I'll do is I'll keep following the road signs towards this turnoff to Crescent City. If it'll let me take it. Is this just like a bike turnoff? No. I mean, there's a car clearly going in that direction. I don't understand. That's weird. It must be a bike turnoff. Here's the exit to Crescent City. Freeway entrance to Crescent City. Oh. Okay, so what's the southbound control city then? Okay, all right, this is good. North to Crescent City, south to Arcata, Samoa. So we are in generally the right sequence. California 255 is this highway over here. Okay, so there must be a roundabout associated with this. So if we follow this frontage road, the next exit is the Humboldt State University. Okay, so Humboldt State is over here. Yeah, it's no longer called Humboldt State. They achieved polytechnic status recently, which only 2 other of the California state universities have. So if this is the exit, then the next one, northbound, are we northbound? Okay, either north or south of that exit. Shoot. All right, I'm getting a little frazzled. So just give me a second. So north is the exit to 255. Okay, north is the exit to 255. Which will put us right here. Okay, all right, that's where we are. So the next one south is this Bayside cutoff. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to our starting location and let's see if we can find some signs here. So here we have an east-west road backed by a roundabout in the east direction that exits, that reaches to, yeah, it's here. That's where we are. We're on Old Arcata Road, right before it becomes 255. Okay, back to start. We are on the back end of the freeway sign right before like halfway between that and the exit. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell us too much. Well, it sort of does. Yeah, we're right at the entrance of this. So I'm going to assume that means we are here. Close enough. Samoa Boulevard. 60 meters away. Yeah, that was tough, but we did it. We got it. Just Valley Road. Okay. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. It looks like a place that experiences winter, so I'm gonna say it is in the mountains at a higher elevation. The most likely cafe. I love these sort of esoteric inside jokes. You know, I mean, maybe everyone in the town knows what that means. I sure don't. Okay, we have a church here. Likely community is likely the name of the town? Maybe that's the inside joke. Yeah, there's the post office. But I can't read the name on the post office, which is fine. Okay. So it's a town called Likely. It's probably in the mountains somewhere. And Susanville, Alturas. North to Alturas, south to Susanville. Okay, so we are probably in Lassen or Modoc County. It's probably in Modoc County, which is the northeasternmost county in California. So we saw Susanville last time. Oh, there's Likely right here. There we go. Yeah, that's this US 385 is a highway that I'd really like to drive on from end to end someday. It's the one that cuts through Owens Valley, which we've seen multiple times now as well. Back to start. Okay, so we are right across from this building here, which is the one right before the turnoff onto what appears to be Don's Road. So I'm going to put us right here. Yeah, 10 meters. Cool. Yeah, because it just looks like a really pretty freeway. You know, like when you use the term Eastern California, people usually have no idea. They may not necessarily have any idea what you're talking about, because the way that it's usually divided is you have Northern California, NorCal, Southern California, or SoCal. People like to make the distinction for Central California as well. And you know, the boundaries are all kind of like all over the place. But generally, Southern California means like this area. Northern California usually includes this. And then you'll have like the Central Coast over here, and then the Central Valley, which cuts all the way up here towards Chico and stuff. Yeah, so like people don't really think about Eastern California, which usually refers to this region. Because I mean, not very many people live there, and you know, as I've mentioned before, people are so fixated on the cities when they live in the cities. Why would you need to look anywhere else? I've seen a Valeria Street before. The Valeria Street was in a town called Dos Palos. But you know, maybe there's more than one Valeria Street. Who knows? I did not. If we see another 209 area code, I'm just going to dump us in the middle of Dos Palos again, and I'll just chalk it up to it being crazy. Oh my God, I think this is Dos Palos. This is the same exact drop that we got before. Yeah, look at that. It sure is. Okay, second chances, I guess. You know, maybe I don't really understand exactly how it works. Is it really random, or are people who make these maps like prompted? Because if they're prompted, then we're gonna run out of places fairly quickly. There's Marks Elementary School. So what's this road here? Valeria and Johnson. Valeria and Johnson. Valeria and Johnson. Why is it never easy? Is this Johnson? It is. Okay. So back to start. So we are east of Valeria and Johnson by 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put us right there. Oh, I was looking at the wrong side of the street. That's fine. Okay, well, 20 minutes in, that was not so bad. One of these days I'll get that coveted 30K. We'll see if that ends up happening at some point. But thanks again for joining. You all take care. Bye-bye.